something a little different for you today, because I've managed to get hold of a bike I've wanted to ride for a long time, which is the 1199 Panigale. This is the S version from Ducati, and I'm going to do a little test to see if it's possible to commute on one of these things. You know, could it be? Is it an everyday bike? Because modern sports bikes these days do everything. You know, I've got the S1000. I know that well. We've just come back from a little trip abroad on it, so I'm used to it on the open road and all that stuff. But can you live with it going into London? So can it live up to the pressure of a daily ride? Excuse how dirty it is, by the way. I haven't really had time to sort it out. Typical Italian start. Also, I snapped my knob off. I dropped this bike. Well, I didn't drop it actually. It fell off its stand. Let's see what we can do. Already my thumb is being crushed on the tank. Anyway, so we should give it a good old test of. We've just done some little country lane stuff. We're doing some country lane stuff, and then we're heading 50 miles into London. Thanks, fucker. Whoa. Let's do it. Obviously, part and parcel of this bike is it comes with the Pirelli Supercorsa tyres, which have got a 200 rear section. And obviously Pirelli Supercorsas are not the ideal tyre to be riding around in damp autumnal days. But it does have traction and ABS, so we'll see. So we're just heading into your typical UK town. 30 miles. Oh look, so that's one of the things that fucks me off about this bike already. It's very easy to knock the full beam on. Very easy. So you often just see the light up there and everyone's kind of going spastic because you're flashing them in the eyes, blinding them with your soul. I mean, I can already tell you the riding position's hurting my wrists. And I never get that on any of my other sports bikes. Well, not this early anyway. So it's a noisy motherfucker, I tell you that. Oh, it's so difficult to keep at a constant throttle, this bike. It's so difficult. It just wants to... It likes to keep going. Like that. You know, the angles in which I'm twisting my wrist are so minuscule, and yet... Oh, this thing just doesn't like it. Basically got to just go from... You just got to go full acceleration all the time, which isn't often the best thing to do in a town centre scenario. Quite jerky gear changes. Yeah, it's fast. I don't know if it's that fast. It's not BMW S1000 fast. Fact. And it's harder to ride than that. Fact. Factoid. It's quite hard to get a quick gear change even with a clutchless shift. Something to do with the engine characteristic, I guess. So at this kind of speed, it's very comfortable actually. The wind's keeping you nice and upright. I mean, to try and bend down, that is not comfortable. The seat's got quite a lot of room in it though. It's quite long, so you can shift your weight back. But that screen offers me very little in terms of protection. I mean, I am tall. I am 6'3", 6'4", so I don't expect that much protection. But the main thing I dislike about this bike at the moment is just this constant wobbly throttle that you just end up doing a bit of this Are you alright? Is he alright? Oh, he wasn't looking at me. I stopped and see if he wanted some help. Oh, cold, cold, go away. Don't even come back another day. Hi, kids. Okay, so we're now continuing our journey onward into the depths of London. Welcome to London. Come down, see the sights. Bring your children, bring your family. Kids eat for free. Welcome to London. We're on the outskirts. Roehampton Vale. What's up, buddy? Roehampton Vale. And this is where probably the bike starts to become more irritating. I've already found something else irritating. I don't know about you. You probably you might have seen in my other videos that I like to spam my indicator kill switch, because riding along sometimes you forget, and it's just comfortable just to I just find it excuse me I just find it comfortable to do that. And the benefit of being is that if it's on, it cancels. If it's not on, it doesn't really matter. Nothing happens. Whereas on this bike, when you press it, it brings the fucking menu up. So you're riding along, spamming your indicator, and it's just cycling through all the fucking modes, which you don't want. So then you've got to go through it, find the one you want again, and also all the speedo and everything disappears off that. Hold it out and select it. That's fucking dumb. That's stupid. I think you'll also notice I'm riding this more calmly than the other bikes I have, because it feels dangerous. That's why it feels more dangerous. You definitely know you're on a motorcycle with this thing. I know that's a stupid thing to say, but yeah, the BMW, the S1000 I've got, it's so clinical and perfect that you end up going very fast and not knowing about it. Whereas this definitely feels like you're going faster, whoa, and you're more on the limit. It's more of an experience, the noise, the annoying throttle thing. But I do find, we had some dry days when I was on the trip with this bike, and I had to chase a car up a hill for the camera, and even then it was dry. I mean, the conditions weren't amazing. It was like an alpine road with shit all over it, but it just, I find the feedback, there isn't much feedback from this bike. It's a bit vague, and I know this is only street riding, so get it on a track, I'm sure it'd be a totally different thing, totally different. But from what I've experienced, I don't get much information about what's happening below me. Below me. It's like a sausage meat, sexual meaty sandwich below me. But yeah, I just don't feel that there's that much going on below me. Like, it feels a bit disconnected. And I really don't like that. The one main thing I don't like on motorcycles is the connection between the throttle and the back wheel. If that isn't sublime, I personally dislike the motorcycle straight away. I hate it. Now on the BMW, that is sublime, and on lots of their Ranger bikes, it's the same thing. Every Ducati I've ridden has this same urgency, you know, it has this urgency about it, and it wavers around, and it's slightly unpredictable, and I don't like that. I prefer to be in control, total control of what's going on. You're on a dangerous machine, and it's you know, you want to feel comfortable. But that's because I do a lot of miles, so you flip reverse it. Flip reverse that shit, flip reverse it, flip reverse it, yo, rewind, gonna get a rewind. But you reverse that, and you can change it into a positive. And the positive of that is, if you're a weekend rider or a summer days rider, there's nothing wrong with that. That's what, it's great. Then you're going to want maximum excitement. And you don't necessarily want to be the fastest guy around. You just want to feel like you're having a good time. Oh, gonna have a good time. You just want to feel like you're alive, you know. And this certainly makes you feel like you're alive. And for many, many people, that's what motorcycles are all about. Not just like myself, where they're a necessity mode of transport. They're there to make you feel alive. And you definitely feel alive on this. And that is another big part of why people would buy such a bike as this. Because you pull up to some traffic lights or you cruise down the high street and people fucking look at you. They definitely look and be like, wow, that is a nice bike. Because it is beautiful. Like, devastatingly beautiful. And the good thing about Ducatis is that people who don't know anything about bikes have heard of a Ducati. And they kind of think they just go, oh yeah, it's like a really fast, it's the best bike you can get. That's what most people who don't know anything about bikes think. So you get that other added benefit of people wowing, cooing over you. But yeah, so you have all that extra sense of arrival and majesty. Nice. Should have revved my throttle. God, fucking hell! Why are you such a cunt? Why have you been born? Yeah, you feel good riding this thing. You feel cool. I know that sounds really gay, but you feel special. Ducati have always managed to do that and keep their brand name up there. It's synonymous with the best. Whether it is the best or not is a totally different question, and one that we won't answer. But it's got passion, this thing, in spades. You know, I'm sure after a few months of being on it, you can get well used to it. Sorry, Governor, salute the dead and all that. Because you know, it does bring a smile to your face. When you get that engine humming up here, it's just whether it's a rideable bike. And that's what we're discussing today, you know. We're not saying, is it a good bike? We're saying, is it possible to have one of these and ride it to work every day and use it? Because like with anything that gets bought, after, you know, you can look forward to it for years. Like, oh my god, I can't wait to buy it. You buy it, within 2 weeks you're kind of like, eh, thanks Gov. Thanks, Governor. See, it's a frothy throttle. Fluffy throttle. Oh, cockbag. Oh, it's all over the place. But yeah, you can look forward to something for years and years. And then when you finally get to buy it, after a few weeks, it's kind of lost its appeal. Not appeal, but just like, yeah, fine, done it. Got it. Where's that little guy gone? Okay, tight holes. Cheers, buddy. Bollocks. Bollocks. I can feel the heat coming out of my groin now as well. Oh, that's another silly thing that they had to do is, I'll show you later if I remember, there's a big plastic guard now on the back, on the exhaust curl, which is a really nice feature of the bike. But people kept melting their fucking legs on it. So they had to get rid of it. Well, they didn't get rid of it, they just put this really ugly plastic cowling over the top to protect people's little legs so they don't get burnt. God, I don't know, can you feel that? Can you hear and feel just the ness of it? Come on, fuckstick. I guess what I'm saying is down low, it's a bit gassy, a bit floppy and gassy. Thank you, Mr. Taxi. Thank you, Mr. Man. It's hard work, this bike, you know. It's just hard work. And for me, I don't want hard work. I want easy work. But yeah, I just can't get the throttle. Oh, and another thing, which is, so I'm trying to pick up all the negatives here, but it just seems to be one of those things for me. I rode it home on Friday in the pissing rain, and another thing that it's so easy to resolve is the rear sets on here. The grip on top of the pegs is so slippery that I just keep slipping off. My feet would just keep slipping off the pegs. So, you know, it's just so easy to resolve. Just put some, make it spikier, sharper, get some grip on there. But another, you know, good point that makes it a summer bike. It is a summer bike. Just go over here to avoid all the shit in the road. Oh, let me through, you fucking greener world bastard. It fucking stinks. What's going on here? Because I literally can't handle this smell. Oh, steady on, mate. Don't run him over. You know, he's parked in a parking space. Just you've got a shit fucking lorry. Come on then. Oh, for fuck's sake! Come on! What the fuck is the problem? Oh, fuck this. I'm just gonna go down there. I can't be fucking bothered. If it's too big to fucking drive it, don't fucking drive it. Actually, no, I retract that. I said a few months ago about driving large vehicles is very difficult. So, I'm sorry. But it's fucking annoying. Look at this drops of oil everywhere as well, it doesn't inspire me. So in summary, no is my answer. No, you cannot. You can, but you're just making your life stupid. And it's a lot of money to waste. I'd actually probably prefer to buy a 1098 for a quarter of the money and then just get a winter hack bike. Just ride that to work. Or buy a BMW S1000RR, because quite frankly that bike does it all. It's faster, it's easier to ride, it's reliable. This is reliable as well actually. We drove it 3,000 miles and never had a problem, so I can't say it's unreliable. But you know what I mean, it's kind of Italian. So yeah, my answer to is, can you commute daily on this bike? My answer is no. No. Yeah, I'd buy the BMW, which is exactly why I've got one. Exactly why I've got one. I know it's not the most passion-filled motorcycle you can buy. The BMW is a case of function over form. Like, it's not the prettiest looking thing, and it's strange and weird, but the form, the reason why those bits are there and how that bike is made up makes total sense. Whereas this, it's form over function. Oh, come on, because I really want to get that light. %10 of the time, you wouldn't want to be on any other bike, because it looks sexy as fuck, makes you feel amazing. But 90% of the time, I think you'd want to be on any other bike. The end. Yeah, this is that ugly plastic thing. Normally that was kind of a half cowl there, but it's a shame because it was a really nice design feature.